All right. Headline number 3, according to Grocery Dive, Instacart is working with hospitality provider Airmark Sports and Entertainment to deploy Instacart's Caper Counter automated checkout technology at refreshment stands in Boston's Fenway Park. Instacart and Airmark will initially place 3 of the Caper Counter contactless payment terminals, which use computer vision to identify items in the baseball stadium, and expect to add and install additional units at the sports venue in the coming months.
Oh, right.
According to
in the coming months.
According to an Instacart spokesperson. The partnership with Airmark continues Instacart's diversification beyond its traditional business of providing online fulfillment services to grocery stores and other retailers. Now, Chris,
you're struggling today.
I'm struggling today. This is also the put you on the spot question from A&M.
Oh, right. Okay.
As we all know, you've been down on Instacart for multiple reasons, including the rant that you went on a couple of weeks ago. But you've really picked on them from their Caper AI acquisition, not because of Fenway and the stadium specifically, but do you think that this expansion of the Caper Counter, does it at all change your stance on the outlook of the Caper and Instacart deal? That's question number 1.
Okay, question number 1. There's 2 questions. What's the second question?
Two-parter. This is from Chad Luss directly. Will this help the Red Sox suck any less than they do? Signed, Chad Luss, loyal Yankees fan.
All right, Chad. First of all, thanks for filling in for me last week. But I will actually take the second part of that one first, Dan, just to get it out of the way.
Okay.
And this comes from someone who was living in Boston when the Red Sox broke the curse of the Bambino in 2004. And scoreboard, Chad, but I believe since then the Sox have won a few more rings than the Yankees over the last 20 years. So who sucks is how I would put that.
I've always hated the Yankees.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's nothing to love there. But getting back to the retail topic at hand, Dan, I don't think this changes my opinion of the Caper acquisition one iota.
Okay.
What we have here to me is just another version of a self-checkout machine that looks like a cool white box.
Yeah.
It may work in an event space where your customer is new every time, but for retailers to opt in for the extra seconds this saves over traditional self-checkout machines, when there are other solutions out there like scan and go, computer vision based systems, even computer vision aided traditional self-checkout, right, the likes of Everseen and Kroger, which we interviewed at NRF, it's a bridge too far for me to cross. It really is. And most importantly, and I think you'll appreciate this because I learned this from you talking about Macy's, you still have to wait in line to use it.
Right.
And that drives me crazy. Like there's 3 of them, I guess, like in these stores, like, so it's busy. Like I still have to wait to go to it, like versus scan and go or just walk out. Like that's why this concept will get obsoleted over time. And it's not one that Instacart, I think, can really hang its hat on when it comes to traditional retail.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
All right. I think go a different direction.
No, I mean, I have to say, I've always been, of all the product offerings that Caper has put out, I've always been the biggest fan of this Caper Counter, but more in the use cases like we're talking about of like bodegas, where you have one person or 2 people of a family that own the bodega and somebody's stocking and somebody's got to be doing checkout. Like, I think this has the most applicability, but you're right. I think the much better use case would be rolling out something like, you know, what AFI is doing at some of the stadiums, where it's a contained space, you know, or even like food lockers, like we've seen where you order ahead of time and you pick up your food from a locker, where it's able to serve multiple people at one time, not 3 stations or 3 kiosks.
Right. That's a great point.
Plus, oh my gosh, I love that this move is continuing Instacart's diversification. Like, good PR write-up on that one.
PR gold, right, Ann?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Yes, continuing our diversification. Yeah, the other thing too that bothers me and why I've been hard on this too is we had the CEO of Caper on. It was a long time
Grocery
ago.
shop, a couple years ago.
Like 2 years. And he was saying how people were so interested in counter, if I remember correctly. And like, this is the first we're seeing of it at the ballpark.
Yeah.
So like, it makes me think that the receptivity to this is probably a lot less. And, you know, like you said, it's probably good PR at this point in time.